If it's mine, I'm connected. I don't hustle for acceptance. I was born selected. Black woman blessed, don't play with me. Grace too loud, can't shade with me. You see the glow, that's legacy. Ever know built tenacity. I move different, I move prayed up. Not stressed out, I stay paid up. Even when it's easily later. God rewrote it and upgraded us. Crown on tip when storms get wild. Face still think I'm heaven's child. You can't curse with God is style. Or run deep, Mississippi mile. I ain't begging for no seat. Table bill when I speak, anointing dripping through the feet. Even my losses pay sweet. Love distracted. Heaven magnet. Sign and seal, counting magic. Grace automatic. If he promised it's established, that's kingdom, that's classic.
Yes, that is kingdom. That is classic. This is your girl, Dr. Jacqueline Cox, aka Listen Linda, and we are here today with Ask the Publisher. Ask the Publisher. That is me at Listen Linda Publishing. You can Google me on Google Maps, Listen Linda Publishing, and check out my reviews. Go to www.listenlindapresents1.com to check out all my services. I don't just publish. I also do brand and marketing and strategy. Okay. So this question today actually comes from at Chosen by God 1 on YouTube. Why do some really good books still not sell? Now, this right here is a conversation a lot of authors avoid because many people think if a book is good, success should automatically happen. And unfortunately, that's not how this industry works at all. There are some amazing books sitting on Amazon right now with barely any reviews, barely any visibility, and barely any sales. Not because the book is bad, but because the author was never taught how to market, or they just don't want to spend the money on marketing position, and they don't want to brand themselves properly because they really don't want to spend no money. That's just what it boils down to. They think that in their mind, all they have to do is publish the book and millions of people are going to flock to it. But this is where I always had that disconnect with that theory. Do you know a million people? And if you do you know a million people that read? And if you know a million people that read, is that your audience? Is that your target audience? And in order for people to know who you are, you have to spend money on marketing. You have to brand yourself. You have to get out here and get on podcasts. And guess what? The people in this industry don't owe you a dime. They don't owe you anything. They don't have to do anything for you for free. Oh, they should bring me on there because I'm going to bring them exposure. What's your following count? You have millions of followers. And if so, is your audience aligned with what they're trying to market? How is it going to benefit them from promoting your book to help you get sales? Okay. Writing the book is only half the battle. Because after the book is published, the real work comes after that. Marketing, branding, networking, visibility, consistency, promotion, content created, audience building, and yes, investment. A lot of first-time authors, they think this hit publish on Amazon, magically people gonna flood in, the floodgates gonna open, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Baby, Amazon uploads millions of books. If nobody knows that your book exists, how can they support it? And another thing that authors don't like hearing is this. Some authors spend years writing a book, but they don't want to invest in editing, real cover design, not ChatGPT covers, branding, promotion, or marketing strategy. Then they wonder why people scroll past their book. I'm not going to open a book that you made with a prompt. Presentation matters. People absolutely judge books by their cover. Absolutely. That doesn't mean that the content on the inside is not important, because it absolutely is. But if your presentation looks rushed, unprofessional, or just confusing altogether, I'm a reader, and I will never even click the description to discover how powerful your story really is. And let me say this too. A good book without visibility is like opening a beautiful store in the middle of nowhere and never telling nobody where it is. You have to market. And no marketing. Marketing is not begging people to buy your book every single day. That's not marketing. Marketing is storytelling. It's connection. Marketing is showing people why your message matters. Marketing is building trust with your audience consistency over time. That's why some authors with smaller audiences outsell people with huge followings, because they learn how to connect. Now let's talk about consistency, because that's another hard truth that y'all don't want to talk about. Some authors disappear after release day. The publisher, they'll release it, they'll release the book, and then you don't hear nothing else. You don't hear nothing else from the author. You don't hear nothing else from the publisher. You don't hear nothing. Just gone in the wind. They post a flyer one time, maybe twice. And then because they're not getting sales, they get discouraged because the sales don't come overnight. You didn't put in no work. You're supposed to start promoting that book 3-4 months before the book come out. Get you a mock cover, or not the real cover, but something to show the audience that you got something coming. Prepare them for that. See, at Listen Linda Publishing, we're going to give you a whole rollout. You're going to have a market. You're going to have a 15-second teaser. You're going to have chapter. You're going to have book trailers. They're going to look like movies. We're going to put on a full production over here. And after you publish with us, I'm still going to make sure I try to connect you with whatever it is that will help you sell your book. Whether it be book events, whether it be book tours, if you want me to schedule you book tours, if you want to, I know so many different people, put you on podcasts, put you on my radio show, put you on my Amazon Live now. Catch that. So many other things, put you on billboards, and not just the billboards where you just standing still like this with your book, or like this with your book. No, we put on full productions over here, and we ain't breaking the bank. And one thing I pride myself in is that whatever is in your contract, you will receive. You won't be questioning, well, I paid all this money and I ain't get everything that they said they was going to do. Oh, no, 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 no. You're going to get everything that you paid for, because I am contracted. Okay? I'm not a hybrid publisher. I'm not a vanity publisher. I am contracted, meaning you pay me everything you owe me up front. You own 100% of your story. You own 100% of your royalties. It's going to be your own ISBN number. All I did was do it for you. I did the work. I put in the marketing, the promotion, the brand strategy, the book strategy, put together the tour for you for the year. That's my job. Okay? But your job is to invest. Because just because you're an author, if you're not getting your book, your manuscript picked up by a traditional publisher who's going to pay you up front and then take all your royalties, you're going to have to invest. No hybrid, no vanity, or no contracted publisher owes you anything for free. And definitely not nobody that's into promotions. That's why we went to school for this. We got degrees in marketing and promotion. We have to pay those loans back. You think we're supposed to work for free because you say you're an author? We still have to take time and money and invest into you. So appreciate the people that are actually out here doing the job that you pay them to do. And some people have been so spoiled by Jacqueline Cox, because I give everything in the beginning. And so when I start giving things, they start to get complacent in it, and they start not to appreciate it. But it will take for them to go to somebody else who say, I had one girl say, girl, I tried to go on somebody's anthology, and she told me, this is not Listen Linda. We don't do all of that over here. Your book not selling because you're not taking the time to sell it. And if you don't want to take the time to sell it, invest into somebody else who will help you do that. Because successful authors, they understand that visibility is repetitive. People need to see your books multiple times. People need reminders. People need interviews, clips, reels, testimony, reviews, podcasts, lives, and conversations surrounding your work so they can understand you and get to know you so they can trust you. And that requires investment. Editors deserve to be paid. Publishers deserve to be paid. Designers deserve to be paid. Marketing professionals deserve to be paid. Pay the laborer for their work. Your book is not just a product. It's a part of your legacy. And lastly, let me encourage the authors who feel discouraged right now because everybody don't have money to invest. But if you don't have the money to invest in those things, then go to YouTube University and figure out how to do those things yourself and actually put in the work. Because low sales do not always mean low impact. Some books change lives quietly before they ever become visible publicly. So don't give up on your story just because success didn't happen overnight. Mountains Can't Rise Without Earthquakes was my first memoir. I did the book cover on my own, and I wrote every single word of that on my own. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. And it's just now winning awards this year. It's just now becoming finalists in international Author Impact Awards. 4 years later. So just because you started out small, don't mean it won't build up over time, but you have to be able and willing to do the work. I get it all the time. Jackie, you never leave Facebook. You always on Facebook. Yes. Yes. Because I believe just that much in myself and my story and all of you all's story. I work all the time. Yes, I do, but I love what I do. And when you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. So keep learning, keep growing, keep marketing, keep networking, and keep showing up. Because consistency mixed with strategy can take a book further than talent alone ever could. This is your girl, Dr. Jacqueline Cox, aka Listen Linda, and this has been another episode of Ask the Publisher. Thank you at Chosen by God 1. Drop your question below, and I may answer your question on the next Ask Your Publisher on my YouTube, on my Facebook, on my LinkedIn. Love you all like Christ loved the church, and I am